I'm Emily Cotis.
And I'm Jason Cotis.
And we met working together at Children's Hospital Colorado and Children's Hospital Colorado Foundation. And we were both working together on a Courage Classic bike tour for the hospital. Jason was doing medical support and I was doing sponsorship sales for the event. And he actually proposed at that event 3 years after we met at that event.
Yeah.
So we decided to get married here in Denver and got a bunch of great photographs of our wedding. And one of my good friends from high school, Megan McCann, let us know about her mom and all the scrapbooking she's doing and how just natural and authentic and wonderful she is. And that she would be able to tell our story so well through scrapbooking. And so we got in touch with Sherry and Memvio, and she put together this book that has brought tears to our eyes on multiple occasions. And
good tears.
Yeah. And just reminds us of one of the greatest days of our life, and an emotional day, a wonderful day. And it's just been so fantastic to have these pictures right at our hand.
It's very similar. I was working at Children's Hospital as the EMS manager there and met Emily working on this bike event. And we fell in love over the course of a few years, which was really wonderful. And got married, and Emily kind of told a little bit about our marriage and the actual wedding and all the photography. But then a few years after that, we found ourselves pregnant and had a little son. And then once again, Sherry and Memvio kind of came to mind again, just as another way to really tell a story in a creative way. It's a story obviously we know so well, but for people to have the ability and skill to tell that story in such kind of an emotional and unique way, that's what we found with our wedding photos that Memvio and Sherry were able to do. And so we thought kind of perfect. We always want to write down notes and take pictures and record every minute of having our son Sam, but that's really hard to do, and we don't have the time. We kind of started trying to keep a little book going, and it really quickly got away from us. And so again, that was just another amazing thing about Memvio and working with Sherry, was that we could, just get her a bunch of the pictures and know that we got this thing back that was just truly inspirational and kind of told the story how we saw it in our head, but that we were clearly unable to do. It was outside of our skill set. So that's kind of my half of the story of joining up with Emily and having Sam. Well, I think in nowadays, there are so many amazing things about digital images, but one of the challenges is you end up having thousands and thousands of digital images, and they live on my hard drive and they live on my computer, and no one really gets to see them. And when people come over, they don't know that they're there on my computer, and they're kind of not out for show. And that was really one of the things that we thought was so special is, now when people come to our house, they see the book out and they're like, what is that? And we find ourselves having much more opportunity to kind of go through them and relive the moments, and then share the stories and talk with other people about it.
And we only have so much wall space for photographs to print out. So.
Yeah. And then when you do that too, you find, choosing, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 photos you really love to put on the wall is really hard to do. And again, you're not really able to tell that whole story. And so again, that's kind of what drew us towards the incredible Memvio product and the memories and the story and working with Sherry.
As a wedding photographer myself, I know how important photographs are. And even being a wedding photographer myself, I still have all my wedding photos on a CD on my computer. And, we've printed out two of them, and they're behind that door that's open. And so with Sherry, I reached out and I said I would love to have this book. And literally, I uploaded photographs to a website, forgot about it, and 2 months later, month or two, done. It was this beautiful book in our hands, moments that we had kind of forgotten about, because you print off those formals of the family, you print off those moments that everyone kind of has, but you forget about the moments when your friend whipped her purse around, and you forget about those moments, but Sherry finds those perfect moments and captured them for us in the book, and it was so easy.
I think the ease of using and interacting with Memvio was amazing, because again, after the wedding, you're so busy, there's thank you cards, there's so much going on, and just to be able to say click, take all of our great pictures, they're gone, you're going to get them back. And And I got to be honest, like, again, Emily's a wedding photographer. We both are interested in the arts and appreciate artistic products. And, you know, there's so many books that you can order online. And again, you just upload them, but you get back a product that is very kind of,
flat.
it's not very individual. Yes, it's
Or
very
emotional.
flat.
Yeah.
There's no kind of emotion behind it. There's no craftsmanship. It's just kind of flat printed photos in a pre-made template. And what I get from these is, and the response we get from our family and friends when they see them, is they're just blown away by the craftsmanship and the individuality. They're just so unique, and there's no way you can get that from sending them to an online website and getting something back 3 days later that's printed on flat paper. They're truly pieces of art. I mean, they're works of art.
Yeah.
And I think that's what drew us to Memvio.